got an awesome sunset going on. There's bacon on the fire. Nice and calm, no wind. It's just perfect. It's so nice out right now. It's just about as good as it gets right here. I reckon that's a velociraptor. Howdy homies, I'm back on the Connecticut River for the weekend. Just doing some fishing, hanging out with my buddy Joe, checking out some new campsites, and just having a good time. We loaded in at the North Walpole boat launch just below the dam, and we've got about 3 miles to paddle to get to our campsite. But before we do that, we're gonna hang out and do some fishing around in this area. So I'm gonna paddle up towards the bridges, check that stuff out, and just ease into the weekend. So here we go. Thanks for joining me. Let's have some fun. Never been up in here with a canoe before. Pretty cool. Cool. Alright, I think we're paddling up onto our campsite. Never been to this one. It's pretty exciting. You never really know what you're going to end up with. Part of the adventure. Fingers crossed this is a good one. All right, let's go check this campsite out. Oh, it is overgrown. Little fire pit right there. I'm gonna go that way a little bit and do a little bit more scouting out. I have faith. I think this is their improvised bear hen. Pretty interesting contraption there. You can tell it hasn't been used in quite some time. Well, this is it, guys. We'll have to make it work. Check this out. That's pretty wild. I reckon that's a velociraptor. Yep. Those are gonna go on the menu tonight, that's for sure. So it looks like we're gonna be having fiddleheads and well-aged venison for dinner tonight. The best spot for a tent on the whole campsite is right there. And it's right underneath that big, huge branch right there. What a bummer. Wish I had my hammock.
You said you slept good in it last time.
Like a champ. The tent that I'm using for this outing is the Seek Outside Silex. I've never used this tent on a trip before, and I'm really looking forward to it. The fly and the inner nest were sent to me by subscriber Bob, a subscriber of the channel and fellow Seek Outside fan. He saw that I like some Seek Outside stuff on the channel and got a hold of me and offered to send me this tent for use. And that's a hard offer to refuse, so I took him up on it. My time with this tent is limited because I have to send it back when he's ready for it, so I'm gonna use this tent every single chance that I can. That's a pretty good looking shelter. I'm not gonna go crazy with the details right now. I just want to get this thing set up and familiar with it, and there will be a complete review later on down the road. But for now, it's just getting it set up, make sure that I'm gonna be comfortable in this thing tonight, and familiarize myself with the product. So thank you, Bob. I really appreciate this. I'm stoked. Like, Seek Outside makes such great gear, and it's really, really cool when somebody reaches out and says, hey, you want to try something? Because it's not exactly a cheap tent, and getting the opportunity to try it before I actually buy it. Thanks again, Bob. I appreciate it. Good news, guys. Nemo, they made good on their warranty claim. This is my new Nemo tensor. Never used this before. I'm really excited about it because these things are comfortable. I hope they worked out all the issues, and I'm gonna give it a go. So, Nemo. This whole setup is situated so that when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna be looking at that river. Not so bad. Not so bad. Tonight for dinner, I'm having home-cured ham, which I slow cooked on the grill for hours and hours and hours, and it is fantastic. This is from last year's hogs, and man is it good. Along with some pasta salad, some dilly beans from the garden a few years ago, cheddar cheese, and pickled cherry peppers. It's gonna be a feast. I'm hungry. Yeah, this is living. Here's some fresh ground Hilltop Packs coffee. Yummy. And some chaga harvested from the land. Look at that. Just let that steep for a little while. This is a really cool tent. It got really windy last night. As you can see, it's still windy right now. Looks like it's shaping up to be a pretty windy day. This tent held up like a champ. All in all, I would say this wasn't such a bad camp spot. It's actually pretty nice. It's a lot better than I thought it was initially. Over by where we set up the tents, a little bit of work, and it could be a really nice spot to set up quite a few tents. It has potential, but it's not exactly quiet. Over on the New Hampshire side, there's the highway. You can constantly hear it. There's the bridge over the river right down there. Then right over there is the train tracks. And when the train goes through, it's raging. You can feel it. It's pretty exciting. I don't mind. Trains are fun. The deer carcass, that was cool. I'm gonna take another quick look at that. And then it's time to pack up. I'm out of here. Now that's a dead out fire. Back on the water. Seems like the wind has really calmed down quite a bit, so that's good. Fingers crossed, hopefully it stays that way. We've got about a 6-mile paddle today. Maybe we're gonna do some fishing along the way. Hopefully the wind holds out in our favor, and we're just gonna make our way down this river. No rush today, no rush at all. Feels good to not have to rush. Pack up and split and head to a place as quick as you can because of rain or time or lack of light or whatever reason. I'm not facing that today. Not yet, anyway. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I hope you can. Bald eagles are awesome. Such cool birds. What a show. So we decided to stop and check out an island and just scout it out just because we're in no rush and had the time. And we found another campsite. And this place is just absolutely littered with ferns, which means we missed the fiddleheads by about a week. But found something else. This is super cool. Look at that. It's like a gold mine. Yeah. These things are everywhere. We got ourselves a nice little crop. A little bit of foraging for tonight's dinner. We already have a plan. Stay tuned. It's gonna be good.
Plans are good.
This little guy right here, going down the hatch. Sweet and spicy and crunchy. A whole lot of moisture. Oh my God. What a treat. What a treat. Do me a favor and pour a little bit of beer on that thing. We'll wash that off for me right there.
Beer battered.
Yeah. Oh yeah, got me a freshwater clam. Mussels. I mean, if I was a big, huge, hungry predator fish, I'd eat that. I'm gonna give it a few more goes. And I'm gonna change it up. This is a really nice section of river. It's nice out here. lucked out on the wind. It was so windy last night and this morning. It's just been pretty calm all day long. A couple good gusts here and there, but nothing terrible. And it's just dead calm right now. Turned out to be a really nice day to be on this river. I can see the campsite now. We'll be strolling up onto it in about 5 minutes or so. All right, we made it to Windyhurst campsite. It was a good day of paddling. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make something to eat because I am hungry. These wraps, man, I'm telling you, they're pretty good. They're not much, but when you're hungry, they're fantastic. They're quick, they're easy, and they're delicious. And the dehydrated tomatoes just top it off. They're really good. All right, now that that's out of the way, I got the Silex all set up. Nemo tensor, 20-degree EMS sleeping bag, and my pillow. I had a much easier time setting up the tent today. That went much smoother. Pretty cool tent. It's different from any other tent that I've ever used. It's just fun to get my hands on something I've never used before. I like it. What I have here is some home-cured ham and some pickled cherry peppers and cheddar cheese. And I'm just gonna stuff some of that in there like so. A little bit of cheese. There we go, beauty. Good placement. Check out the size of these trees. These things are massive. These are silver maple trees, and these things are ginormous. They're huge. It's not every day you see a tree this big anymore. Look at this thing. It's a monster. And my tent is right underneath it. If this thing falls and breaks, I'm not gonna have to worry about nothing ever again. It's got an awesome sunset going on. There's bacon on the fire. Nice and calm, no wind. It's just perfect. It's so nice out right now. It's just about as good as it gets right here. Bacon. Bacon. Dude, that smells so unbelievably good.
Don't you guys wish you had scratch and sniff?
Yeah, smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision, that's right.
Roasted potato here with some butter and dehydrated scallions and some seasoning.